What actually kills a long-distance relationship? It is easy to say distance kills it, but that is too simple. We have all seen couples who live in the same city and still feel completely alone. And we have also seen couples separated by oceans, schools, jobs, or time zones who somehow feel more emotionally close than people who see each other every day. So the real question is not, can long-distance relationships work? The real question is, what has to be present for one to survive, and what quietly destroys it before anyone admits it is over. First, long distance is not easy. Studies often suggest that long distance relationships can carry a higher breakup risk than relationships where two people are physically close. And even without statistics, you can feel why. When you're sick, they cannot just come over. When you have a terrible day, they cannot sit next to you in silence. When you see them around new people, your mind may start building stories. When important days or ordinary lonely nights happen without them, the absence becomes physical. But distance itself is not always the killer. These 5 threats are usually what turn distance into a breakup. The first threat is the co-regulation gap. You cannot easily calm each other down from far away. In a close relationship, a lot of repair happens through small physical signals. Someone holds your hand, someone puts an arm around you, someone notices your face before you explain what is wrong. You lean on their shoulder and your nervous system starts to slow down. You do not call it emotional support, it just feels like they are there. In long distance, that layer is missing. When you're anxious, you have to explain the anxiety through a screen. When they are upset, you may only hear the sharp version of them on the phone. A slow reply can feel like rejection. A short reply can feel cold. One misunderstood sentence can become a full argument. So long distance couples need more than love. They need a repair system. What do we do when one of us is spiraling? What counts as urgent? How do I tell you I do not need you to solve this? I just need 10 minutes of warmth. Without that, both people can feel abandoned, even when nobody is trying to abandon anyone. The second threat is sensory hunger, the deprivation of ordinary physical closeness. When people talk about physical intimacy in long-distance relationships, the conversation often jumps straight to sex. But there's a deeper ache, the hunger for everyday touch, the hand on your lower back when you pass in the kitchen, the weight of their head on your shoulder during a movie, the warmth of a body beside you in bed, the casual kiss before leaving. Video calls can help, voice notes can help, photos can help, but they cannot fully replace the body if there's no next visit planned, no physical reunion to look forward to, and no realistic timeline. The body starts to grieve, and when someone feels starved for closeness for too long, even a loyal person can become emotionally tired. The third threat is becoming overly demanding and wanting to know every move. This often starts from fear, not cruelty. You miss them. You cannot see their world. You do not know who made them laugh, who sat next to them, who they talked to after class or after work. So you ask more questions. Where are you? Who is there? Why did you not reply? Why did you like that photo? At first, it may look like caring, but if it becomes constant surveillance, the relationship starts to feel suffocating. The other person no longer feels loved. They feel monitored. They stop sharing freely because every detail can become evidence in a trial. Then they hide small things, not necessarily because they are cheating, but because they are exhausted. A healthy, long-distance relationship still needs privacy and autonomy. If reassurance is needed, ask for reassurance directly. Say, I'm feeling insecure today. Can you help me feel close to you? That is very different from trying to control the other person's entire life. The fourth threat is neglecting shared experiences. Many long-distance couples talk every day, but stop experiencing life together. Their calls become status updates. What did you do today? Did you eat? How was work? Good night. That kind of communication matters, but if it is all you have, the relationship becomes flat. You're exchanging information, not building memories. Shared experiences are what make a relationship feel alive. Watching the same movie while on a call, cooking the same recipe, playing a game, planning a trip, creating small rituals, celebrating birthdays properly, even if it has to be remote. These things sound small, but they create the feeling of, we still have a life together. The danger is strongest when major milestones are missed. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, family events, medical scares, career wins, hard losses. These are not just dates on a calendar. They are moments when people ask, who was there with me? If your partner is always absent from those moments, resentment can grow quietly. The fifth threat is the temptation of people who are actually nearby. This is the part people do not always want to say out loud. In long distance, love is competing with proximity. Someone nearby can offer what your partner cannot offer today. A ride home, a drink after work, a hug after a hard exam, eye contact, shared routines, a normal life. That does not mean every long-distance relationship ends in cheating. It means the relationship needs enough reality to compete with reality. Romantic words are not enough. Distance can make romantic words dangerously cheap. Someone can say, you're so special, I have never felt this way, we would be amazing together, and still not take real action, because the distance gives them an excuse. It turns the relationship into a beautiful maybe. So ask the practical question. If what we say we feel is true, what action would naturally follow? Would we plan visits, save money, adjust schedules, talk about who might move, and when, make sacrifices that match the size of the promise? If the words are huge but the actions are tiny, you may not be in a great love story. You may be in a fantasy that is taking up the space where your real life should be. This is why I do not suggest entering a long-distance relationship lightly, or any relationship where the practical arrangement is extremely difficult. A difficult relationship requires bigger action, not just bigger feelings, but distance does not automatically mean failure. Sometimes distance is temporary. Maybe you're in different schools. Maybe one of you took a job opportunity. Maybe family visas, money, or timing created a season you have to get through. Step back and ask, are we still choosing each other in ways that cost us something? Are we building systems, visits, rituals, trust, and a future? Or are we only surviving on emotion? If two people keep choosing each other again and again, not only in words but in plans, sacrifices, and daily behavior, then a long-distance relationship has a real chance. So if you're in one right now, look at these 5 threats honestly. Which one is most present in your relationship? The inability to comfort each other, the lack of touch, the need for control, the absence of shared experiences, or the pull of the people nearby. Tell me in the comments. And if you know someone in a long-distance relationship or about to enter one, send them this video.